Two 18-year-olds are in custody tonight accused of planning an Islamic-State-inspired attack at next weekend's ANZAC Day commemorations in Melbourne. The young men were among 5 arrested in pre-dawn raids across Melbourne's southeast in Narre Warren, Hampton Park, Hallam and Umemmering. One of the 18-year-olds has been charged with conspiring to commit a terrorist act. Police allege the young men had connections to a radical Islamic group and were associates of Nouman Haider, the 18-year-old who was shot dead last year after stabbing 2 police officers.
Sevdet Basim is allegedly one of 2 young men behind a plot to terrorise Melburnians next weekend.
It is alleged both men were undertaking preparations for a terrorist attack at an ANZAC Day activity in Melbourne, which included targeting police officers.
Police collected evidence throughout the morning from the home where the 18-year-old was arrested just hours earlier under the cover of darkness.
There was a knife and there was a sword, edged weapons. Is the sorts of things that we've been finding.
Some evidence that we've collected leads us to believe that this particular matter was ISIS-inspired. 200
police were involved in the early morning raids. 5 men were arrested in total, with capsicum spray used on one.
There is a concern that one of the young men has suffered a head injury or a minor injury in the arrest.
All of the men were acquaintances of Abdul Nouman Haider, who was shot dead by police in Endeavour Hills last year after stabbing 2 officers. The 5 young men also frequented the Al Furqan Islamic Learning Centre in Springvale South. Al Furqan is no stranger to controversy. It's been described by mainstream Islamic organisations as an extreme group, while sources have told the ABC its members target young men at mosques in Melbourne's southeast in an attempt to radicalise them. Melbourne man Abu Khalid al-Kambodi, now a key recruiter for Islamic-State in the Middle East, also reportedly has links to the group.
We need to get better in relation to identifying young men and women that are involved in this type of behaviour at the very early stages. And we need intervention strategies to ensure that they don't get down this path.
This is not an issue of how you pray or where you were born. This is not about those issues. This is simply evil.
Security will now be stepped up at ANZAC Day ceremonies here. In Gallipoli, they're remaining vigilant.
People should turn up at ANZAC Day events in the largest possible numbers. And the best thing you can do in the face of those who would do us harm is live your life normally.
Sevdet Basim has been charged over the plan and will return to court on Friday. Emma Younger, ABC News, Melbourne.